Hey, 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 it's Tuesday at 2. Happy 2022. Cannot believe here we are into the new year. We're so glad you joined us. This is Circle B Diecast in Concord, North Carolina. Steve Post from MRN. Great to be back. Great to be back in studio. They are still swamped, but we decided to bring it back in studio for this week and get things back in normal. A little bit of normal land, that's for sure. Speaking of normal, Victor joins us. John is in the house, and James. Exactly. There's the front three starters here, and a cast of hundreds, soon to be cast of thousands, and ultimately a cast of millions tuned in to our Tuesday at 2 show. Great stuff. Doink is in the house, and Norman as well. So, yes, we can't do it without you, Doink, that's for sure. So, it is great to be here. I don't know about y'all. Someone already says, someone already said something about, yeah, James is like, can't wait for the season to start. James, I'm with you right there. Testing in Atlanta this week with the next gen race car and the new surface down there. There'll be a Daytona test coming up next week. There's all kinds of excitement and all kinds of fun, and it is going to be great. Won't be long. We'll be headed west to the Coliseum and then down to Daytona for the great American race, the Daytona 500. So glad that I love the holidays. I just really enjoyed the downtime, but somewhere between Christmas and New Year, I start to get fidgety. And then once we hit about this time, it's like, we got to go. And that's where I'm at. The good news is on the short track front, I'm headed to Allentown this weekend for some indoor auto racing. I'm headed to Tulsa next week for the Chili Bowl. I've got a weekend of racing at Millbridge the following weekend, and then I'm headed to Atlantic City, and then to LA Coliseum. So I've got racing all the way through. We get started with the NASCAR stuff. So it's exciting stuff. It really is. I'm pumped up about it. I am really good, and great fun. That's for sure. Yes, Happy New Year from Southern Illinois, Clifford, Southern Illinois. How about that? Yes, indeed. Good to have everyone on board with us here. Today we are going to talk about apparel. We are Circle B Diecast, okay? And yes, we understand that, and you understand that. But we have done really well. There's a company called Classic Ink USA. They're up in Western Pennsylvania. Personally, I've been dealing with them for years with sprint car stuff, and they've jumped into the NASCAR stuff, and they are knocking it out with their shirts. Look at this. Kyle Larson. How about that? Good-looking shirt right there. Chase Elliott. Got that in stock right now, and here we go, the very first time. When I walked in, I looked at it, said it was green. It was like Brad Keselowski, and I'm like, what green sponsor does Keselowski have? Well, it's all green now because it's Keselowski Roush Fenway Racing. We have got Brad Keselowski t-shirts right now. So order it up, get it done. If you're going to the Chili Bowl, order one of these and get it done. And that way you can be properly attired when you go out in public with some of these great shirts from Classic Ink USA. They do a great job with them. Really cool and fun to have them. This is just a small sampling of the apparel we have, okay? There is a whole bunch of apparel here, and there's some pre-orders now you can get in. You got to get in by this weekend to get them in. There's all kinds of stuff. So when you think of Circle B Diecast, also think of apparel. And when I think of apparel, I think of hats. Look at that good-looking Chase Elliott cap. Nice looking mesh back, just gray, black and white, just smooth stuff. Who doesn't love Hooters restaurant? This is Chase Elliott's. See what I did there? Chase Elliott's Hooters Racing hat. Love it. A little bit of texture there on the front of it to make it look good. We've got a camo Chase Elliott hat, Napa Auto Parts. We've got the camo Kyle Larson Hendrick Motorsports cap. Good stuff. Great stuff, that's for sure. We have got Hendrick Motorsports. I like this color of blue, this shade of blue, this Hendrick Motorsports cap. Good looking cap. And similar to this one down here, we've got Kyle Larson. Again, this is a small sampling of the number of hats we have. If you need a ball cap, Circle B Diecast. If you're hanging out with your friends and one of them says, I need a hat, tell them to go to Circle B Diecast. We got hats. And we got good looking hats. And we have them, again, this is just a small sampling of the hats and the shirts that we have. It is great. It really, truly is. Fun stuff for sure. Yes, indeed. Victor's going to watch the Chili Bowl on MAV TV or Flow Racing. I'm going to watch it in person. But Victor, Chili Bowl is all next week. And it'll be on Flow Racing all week long. And then it goes over to MAV TV on Saturday night for the big show. We'll see what happens. See if Kyle Larson can do it again. He kicked off last year with the Chili Bowl win. He kicked off the year before with a Chili Bowl win. We'll see what he can do as they all converge on the Expo Center there at Tulsa, on the Oklahoma State Fairgrounds in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It is great. It really, truly is. Lots of fun, lots of excitement. Woke up this morning and found out that it was crew chief silly season today. I've lost track of who's where. I've got a grid that I have, and I was literally in December. In December, I was like, I think I'm going to work on that grid. And then I'm like, I woke up today, and it's like every email's coming in. And I'm like, oh, thank God I didn't work on that grid because I have to work on that grid again. Busy time for crew chiefs. When you see, I saw Drew Blickensdorf was over at Stewart Haas Racing now with Eric Almirola. I saw at the end of last year, Drew had left front row. Unless he's one of those big Powerball winners. I knew Drew was probably found something else, and to be able to move to Stewart Haas Racing, good for him. And it's just neat stuff as well as as Dave Lenz is up with Petty Racing. So that has Luke Lambert now with Noah Gregson. It's cool. It is neat. And like I said, silly season. The music is about to stop, though. You know how it is with musical chairs. The music's about to stop. So it's getting time for everyone to take your seat. And I hope everyone is locked in for sure. So fun stuff for sure. You're right about that, Doink. You all need hats since your hair isn't as nice as mine. That's exactly right, Doink. I'm glad you realize that. I'm glad you recognize that. It's a very wise, Doink is a smart man, that's for sure. It's good. It's all fun. It's all good stuff. How about y'all? Where are you headed to? Where's your first NASCAR race this year? Where's your first NASCAR race? Are you going to any other races between now and then or after that? What's on the old racing bucket list in 2022? It's going to be fun. It's going to be a great year. It's going to be a great year of NASCAR racing as we kick it off with Daytona, and then we kick it off at the Coliseum, and then we move forward. Right there, Norman's going big. Norman's going big and not going home. Daytona 500, baby. That's what Norman is doing. That's right, exactly. If you're going to get into it, get right into it. Victor's hoping to go to Dover and to Pocono. Exactly. So Dover and Pocono there. And how about, John Zip? Okay. We'll talk a little bit about that. So, but Dover and Pocono for Victor. So John Zip, yes. Casey Kane going full-time dirt this year. World of Outlaws. Casey Kane will be a full-time World of Outlaw racer. It's something he's wanted to do for quite some time. And I think it's absolutely awesome. Of course, you know me. I'm a World of Outlaw guy. But Casey Kane running that number 9 car on the World of Outlaw NOS Energy Drink Sprint Tour, I think that is awesome. I really, really do. It's something Casey's wanted to do. He has worked hard. He fields. He's got Brad Sweet has won the last couple of championships. Casey's the team owner for that team. So he has invested. He's got a great team there, and I'm glad he gets to reward himself by getting a chance to run the full tour. So I am extremely happy about that, John. Norman's going to Homestead in Michigan. Doink is doing Darlington, Vegas, and Sonoma. And Austin is going to Talladega again this year, baby, batten down the hatches. Woo, man, I'm pumped up about that. I don't know about y'all. I'm ready to go. Let's see. Of all of them, Daytona 500, Dover, Pocono, Homestead, Michigan, Darlington. I will not be at Vegas. PRN does that. I actually, PRN, the other network that does some radio coverage, does Sonoma, but with the trucks going to Sonoma, I twisted some arms and I am going to Sonoma for a truck race. So wine country, baby. I'm telling you, batten down the hatches. I may have to go out on Monday just to get prepared for that Saturday afternoon truck race properly with the proper consumption of grapes. Yes. So fun stuff for sure. Norman's going to the 600 as well. Trina says all the races here at Charlotte includes, I love that, Trina. I love that. The dirt track at Charlotte, ZMAX Dragway, all of the NASCAR stuff, the Roval. Trina, That is great. Clifford's got St. Louis and Nashville. Me too. Can't wait to get to St. Louis. Going to be great stuff for sure, and good stuff. Victor, PRN will not be doing Dover and Nashville this year. MRN will have it this year, and then PRN will take over next year. So I get one more trip to Dover and one more trip to Nashville, and I'm excited about that. So I'm really, really happy about that. So I don't know if that's been announced. Well, it has been announced now, right? It's been announced now. Now, there was a question because PRN, Speedway Motorsports, owns PRN. MRN is owned by NASCAR. When Speedway Motorsports purchased Dover and Nashville, the tracks, but there's contracts and agreements and everything like that. So I'm excited about it because I'm going to the first state of Dover. And you know what? I'm not sure I'm going to Nashville. I may be in Houston, South Dakota for sprint cars that weekend. I don't know. I got to see. Oh, it's good to be somewhere, that's for sure. Anyhow, hey, I'm glad we caught back up. Glad we're back in studio here. Had a little chance to visit, see what's going on. We are locked in and going and rolling. The game plan right now is to continue to move forward, but if another shipment hits from Lionel that's 852 52 pallets, we may do it again from over in my office, but I really wanted to get back over here. My preference is to be over here and do it in the studio, but sometimes it's just good to keep me out of the way. And so we'll see where we're at with it, but we'll be here next Tuesday at 2, no matter wherever here is. Wherever you're at is where here is. So how about that? We'll go with that. So appreciate it. Hey, again, all of this apparel right here. Look at these shirts. Look at these shirts. Look at these caps. We got them all. These and a whole lot more. You can get all of these, all your die cast and everything else you need at www.circlebdiecast.com.